The Wild West is often remembered as a land of legends, gunslingers, outlaws, and lawmen locked in endless battles. But beyond the myths and cinematic exaggerations lies a harsher, more complex reality that shaped history. The dust, the danger, the struggle for survival. This was a world where justice was uncertain and life was unforgiving. While many films romanticize this era, a select few strive to capture its true essence with remarkable accuracy. These movies go beyond entertainment, offering a glimpse into the real lives, conflicts, and cultures of the American frontier. They portray not just the violence, but the humanity, the hardship, and the moral ambiguity of the time. From authentic costumes to historically grounded storytelling, these films bring the past to life in a way that feels raw and real. They remind us that the Old West wasn't just about heroes and villains. It was about people trying to survive in a brutal and changing world. Get ready to step into history with the most authentic Westerns ever made. Unforgiven, 1992. Directed by and starring Clint Eastwood, this film is widely regarded as one of the most realistic portrayals of the Old West. It dismantles the romantic image of gunslingers by presenting violence as brutal, messy, and psychologically damaging. The story follows a retired outlaw who returns for one last job, not out of glory but necessity. The film emphasizes the consequences of violence and the toll it takes on individuals. Characters are morally complex, with no clear heroes or villains, reflecting the ambiguity of real life. The setting, dialogue, and pacing all contribute to its authenticity. It portrays the West as a harsh environment, where survival often comes at a cost. This film redefined the Western genre by grounding it in reality, making it both emotionally powerful and historically resonant. Tombstone, 1993. Featuring Kurt Russell and Val Kilmer, this film brings to life the legendary story of Wyatt Earp and the gunfight at the OK Corral. While it carries cinematic flair, it remains rooted in historical events and real figures. The film captures the lawlessness and tension of frontier towns, where justice was often personal. Val Kilmer's portrayal of Doc Holliday adds depth and realism, showcasing the complexity of historical characters. The costumes, weapons, and settings are carefully designed to reflect the era accurately. The film also explores themes of loyalty, honor, and survival. It balances action with character-driven storytelling, making it both entertaining and informative. Its depiction of real events helps audiences understand the challenges and conflicts of the Old West. The Assassination of Jesse James by the Coward Robert Ford, 2007. Starring Brad Pitt, this film offers a deeply introspective look at one of the West's most famous outlaws. Rather than glorifying Jesse James, it presents him as a complex and troubled individual. The film focuses on the psychological aspects of fame, betrayal, and identity. Its slow pacing and detailed storytelling create a sense of realism rarely seen in Westerns. The cinematography captures the vast and often lonely landscapes of the frontier. The film's commitment to historical detail and character development makes it stand out. It explores the human side of legendary figures, showing their vulnerabilities and flaws. This approach provides a more accurate and nuanced understanding of the past. Open Range, 2003. Directed by and starring Kevin Costner, this film is praised for its realistic depiction of frontier life. It follows cattlemen facing off against a corrupt landowner, highlighting the struggles of open-range ranching. The film's attention to detail in costumes, dialogue, and setting enhances its authenticity. The characters are grounded and relatable, reflecting the hardships of the time. The film's climax features one of the most realistic gunfights ever depicted, emphasizing chaos and unpredictability. It portrays the West as a place of conflict and survival, rather than adventure. The storytelling is straightforward, yet powerful, focusing on human relationships and moral choices. Its commitment to realism makes it a standout in the genre. Dances with Wolves, 1990. This epic film, directed by and starring Kevin Costner, offers a unique perspective on the Old West through the eyes of a Union soldier. It focuses on the relationship between settlers and Native American tribes, portraying the latter with respect and authenticity. The film's use of language, culture, and traditions adds depth and realism. It challenges traditional Western narratives by presenting a more balanced view of history. The landscapes and cinematography bring the frontier to life. The story emphasizes understanding and coexistence, making it both powerful and thought-provoking. Its historical accuracy and emotional depth have made it a landmark film in the genre. The Revenant, 2015. Starring Leonardo DiCaprio, this film delivers a brutal and immersive depiction of survival in the wilderness. Based on true events, it follows a frontiersman left for dead after a bear attack. The film's commitment to realism is evident in its use of natural lighting and harsh conditions during filming. It portrays the environment as both beautiful and deadly. The story highlights the resilience and determination required to survive in such a setting. The interactions with Native American tribes are handled with care and authenticity. The film's raw and unfiltered approach makes it one of the most realistic Westerns ever made. Hostiles, 2017. Starring Christian Bale, this film explores the complex relationships between soldiers and Native Americans. It portrays the brutality and moral ambiguity of the frontier. The film emphasizes the psychological toll of violence and conflict. Its realistic depiction of cultural tensions adds depth to the narrative. The landscapes and cinematography enhance the sense of authenticity. The story focuses on reconciliation and understanding, making it both powerful and thought-provoking. Its commitment to realism makes it one of the most historically grounded Westerns in recent years. True Grit, 2010. Directed by the Coen brothers, this film offers a faithful adaptation of the novel while maintaining historical accuracy. It follows a young girl seeking justice for her father's murder, assisted by a U.S. Marshal. The film's dialogue and setting reflect the period authentically. The characters are flawed and realistic, adding depth to the story. The film avoids glamorizing violence, presenting it as harsh and consequential. Its attention to detail and strong performances make it a standout Western. Deadwood, the movie, 2019. Based on the acclaimed series Deadwood, this film continues the story of a lawless frontier town. It captures the political and social dynamics of the time with remarkable accuracy. The dialogue, though stylized, reflects the complexity of the era. The film portrays the challenges of establishing order in a chaotic environment. Its characters are richly developed, representing different aspects of frontier life. The attention to historical detail in costumes and settings adds authenticity. It provides a realistic look at how communities evolved in the West. 3:10 to Yuma, 2007. Featuring Russell Crowe and Christian Bale, this film explores the moral complexities of justice and duty. It follows a rancher tasked with escorting a dangerous outlaw to trial. The film delves into themes of honor, desperation, and redemption. Its portrayal of economic hardship and social conditions adds to its realism. The characters are deeply developed, making their choices feel authentic. The film balances action with thoughtful storytelling, creating a compelling narrative. Its attention to historical detail enhances its credibility. These films go beyond the myths and legends to reveal the true spirit of the Old West. They show a world shaped by hardship, conflict, and survival, rather than simple heroism. Each story brings history to life with authenticity and emotional depth. They remind us that the past is complex, filled with both struggle and resilience. Through these films, the reality of the frontier continues to captivate and educate audiences.